Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, back for my post-market wrap-up on this freak show of a day. Today was a freak show. I'm going to cover the freak show in just a minute here. It is Friday, April 20th, 2018. All right, let's start off with this. Pretty nice sell-off today on Wall Street. Bonds got slammed. And yields are climbing. They tried to prop this up. I mean, I even posted snapshots of the bond market action all over my social networks. Hopefully you caught one, or better yet, you are watching this live right on my website, traderschoice.net. Gold and silver got hit. I'm not surprised about that. I'm sure you're not either. The dollar put on a little bit of a gain. Cryptos are catching a bit. Now, I want to try to tie all this together and put a little light on this. So, I really went off the deep end today with posts on Twitter and Google and everywhere. I couldn't take it. It's really true. Sometimes this gets to me. So what you had today was the Confederacy of dunces marching out, wherever they get these people, I have no idea, one after the other, talking about how you should be more or less ignoring the yield curve and buying stocks. Look, let me explain something to you in case you're too young to remember this. I mean, just like in 2008, not too long ago, 10 years ago, if you recall, I recall as clear as day, it seems like yesterday, the CNBC props and all of the Confederacy over there, right at the top of that market, they were telling you that you should be jumping into this market and, buying everything in sight. So they never get it right. You cannot listen to these people. You cannot listen to them. It's unbelievable. What are they? It's some kind of like psychotherapy, I think. Or brainwashing. I mean, you choose. Look, we cannot ignore what is going on right before our eyes. And they brought out again prop after prop, talking about how you should be ignoring the yield curve. A couple of people expressed some concern, and they just push them off. No. Off. Get this guy out of here. Get him out of here now. I don't know what they're trying to do. I mean, what are they trying to do, these people? It really bothers me, I have to tell you. So that's why I went off the deep end on Twitter and everything. I was taking snapshots of people and calling them dunces and everything else. Because that's really what... you know what? They're criminals. It's not a dunce. Because these people are smart enough to realize that they're misleading everyone. And you know what? I believe, this, we are responsible for each other. I'm serious. When you got a guy or a girl out there on one of these channels reaching millions of people, convincing them that they should be ignoring what's right in front of their face. Black is white, white is black, the sky is not really blue, whatever it might be. They're going to cause harm to people. Now, look, I am not saying that this market is going to melt down tomorrow. As a matter of fact, because I got a lot of emails about this, and I even said in the video that I did yesterday, I explained to you that I'm not saying this market is melting down today or tomorrow. We need to watch that yield curve. All right, it's nearly flat at this particular time. There's like 9 basis points. Or 10 between the 10-year yield and the 30. It's going to invert. And when it inverts, that does not mean, please listen to what I'm about to say, that does not mean that the second we get that inversion that the market is going to melt down. I think personally the market's not going to like this, especially because rates are rising. Bonds sell off and rates rise. That's the trigger here. However, when we get that inversion, and I think it's coming, we are really on inversion watch. We're on yield curve inversion watch. When that happens, I believe it's going to set a cascade of things in motion that will take a little bit of time to play out. Could be a few months, because that's what happened the last 2 times that we had a yield curve inversion and stocks came down with it. And what happened at that point is we saw cash flooding into commodities. Now we're seeing cash make its way into cryptocurrencies here. I think that's a tell. So where's all the cash going? I mean, even some of you wrote to me about this. So Greg, bonds are selling off, stocks are selling off. Where's the cash going? Cash appears to be going into cryptocurrencies here. Now, I set this up for you, and I want you to take advantage of it. Not that you even should. You really, it's like a no-brainer here. If you go to my website, traderschoice.net, I set up a chart system there for you, which is giving a very strong buy signal with regard to Bitcoin and a very strong sell signal with regard to SPY. And it's already set up. You don't got to do anything except click. When you open up my page, traderschoice.net, it opens right up to Bitcoin US dollar, but you can put whatever ticker you want. However, on the right side of that page is the watch list. It's already set up, so just click on SPY, DIA, the Qs, SLB, GLD. They're all right there, so you can see what's going on. So watch these things, and again, to the right side of that chart is the bond market. Now, I was paying attention to some of the comments that were placed here. Some of you are still fixated on moving averages. You know, take moving averages and light them on fire. Arbitrary lines in the sand mean zero. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner you're going to start making money in this market. I'm sorry, but moving averages are going to cost you money. People believe that, you know, oh, because this crossed over this and then that went over that, you know, it's the end all. Forget about it. That's not where you should be looking. It's the freaking bond market. And you know, if you're still looking at moving averages after all the years of hearing me out here talking about the bond market, you're not learning. And that is a problem. Ignore the freaking moving averages. That's the truth. Unless you are a really long-term investor. If you're a trader like me, you should be laughing every time you see a moving average because they're just garbage. So speaking of that, I closed this trade today. I did not want to hold it over the weekend. Doesn't mean I don't think there's more downside here. Like I said, if you go to my website and look at that chart that I have for you, which you can change around, indicators, whatever you want, there's a very strong sell signal there. I just didn't want to hold this position over the weekend. I booked a nice profit here, just over 14%. How can you beat that? I entered the position yesterday. Are you kidding me? It was a beautiful payday for me, seriously. So anyway, utilize that resource on the website. Look, this is not for me. I don't need any of it. It's for you. So if you're utilizing it and capitalizing on it, bravo to you. Pay it freaking forward. Pay it forward. I swear, I'll come to your house and get you if you don't do that. I know a couple of you did profit from this trade and you wrote to me, Greg, thank you. Well, you know what? I expect you to do. That is, take a little portion of that, donate it to a charity that you believe in. I can't stress that enough. Okay, look, I know this video is getting awfully long, but we need to watch that bond market. Forget moving averages. I'm going to throw up if I hear about that again. Utilize the resource on my page to make you cash forward. You're going to pay it forward. I know you are because I trust you and I believe in you. Let's see what this market does on Monday. Seriously, if that sell signal is still on that chart on my website, SPY, if it's still there, this guy right here will be going short this market once again. So you can trade exactly like I do if you just follow that chart that I already set up for you. All right, with that said, look, it's the weekend, and you're not going to see this guy. You're not going to see me until Monday. So, with that said, people, love each other, care for each other, and be freaking charitable, or I will come to your house and get you, I promise you, and you're not going to like it. I'll see you on Monday. Over and out.